basically, getting a lot of speed, and then hoping that there's a section there early, because I know usually when I start flying on line, I start getting way too far down. I'm just thinking of that air too long, end up blowing it. So hopefully by you drop in, get a couple fast speed pumps, and then there's a section right there so you can pop a nice air.
He's a freak, I guess, because I don't know, you watch him pump into a wave, and he hasn't got any more speed than anyone else, but he always seems to go about a foot or two higher. He's got that knack just to be able to launch. There's a few people like him and Taj that can do that sort of thing, whereas a lot of guys need more speed to reach the same height as what he can do without that.
So did Johnny and felt his body gas increased. The ride home, some chicks over.
Usually you want to work your way to it because you get the bigger score that way.
Broken bus and cozy hours with the rest.
I think it just happens that split second when you hit it. Because that lips always change, so I don't know. I think usually just at that last second you'll think, okay, am I either going to grab or no grab?
So when you sort of go into the section, you hit it, and then you grab. It sort of will just come, hit it, grab, land, let go. Or you sort of let go as you land, I guess, and then take it in your knees because your legs are bent. Whereas if your hand's not on the rail, your legs are going to be straighter, and sort of board slides out from underneath you a bit more.
Yeah, or when you're going really fast, it's like, you want to hold your board there too, a lot of times. Or, sometimes the wind's blowing right, you don't need to grab rail. It'll stick to your feet. Yeah, no grab, big airs are good. Backside I think is a little bit more tricky. Just you're kind of leaning, and you got to do that little grab kind of method, and just to stay on top of your board and land right and back into the wave. It's a little more tricky, but it's kind of the same thing. You're looking for that nice little section that you can launch, and the wind's got to be kind of right, or it'll blow your board away.
Bruce is one of the best surfers in the world. You're always going to watch his heats. He's amazing in all conditions. You got small beach breaks, big airs, all that sort of tricky stuff with big turns, and then you go to someone like Chopu and he's the deepest guy, pull into the biggest barrel sort of thing, him and his brothers, and yeah, you're always watching Bruce, I guess.
Left, I just take off late, paddle really hard, you know what I mean? And if you take off, you're really late, you paddle really hard and you get up on time. And then you can, I like to grab rug going down the wave. You can just slide along the face of the wave. And you can hold yourself as long as you can, as deep as you want to get. And then once the barrel goes over you, I like to let go of my rail, just to have total control. You can get a pump in there, and then hopefully it'll spit you out. Frontside, drop in it, hold the wall, or better. I like getting the waves where you drop in, you're late, you're behind it, so you have to do like speed pumps. Thread the needle.
To do a proper Superman, you sort of got to be going fast to get the full extension because you need a fair bit of height. Whereas you can do like little Clark Kents or side cuts, or which are only just off your board and back on, which are just small little airs, small little Supermans. But to do a big one, I guess you need a fair bit of speed and a good section, and try and get the board above your head. That's the sort of ultimate goal. It's normally getting out of my head the hardest thing. So every time I see an air section, I go Superman, but nah.
The ride home, some chicks overtake, put a smile on.
Yeah, I whip in all the time, just when it's small, just so you can hit the same section 100 times in sort of an hour and get the sort of practice down. And yeah, I try heaps of Supermans and sort of every other year. I've sort of gone off them a bit lately. I've sort of just started doing normal airs and trying to do a couple of different grabs and stuff. But yeah, I went to try and do them last week and I forgot how to do them, so I kept falling, and then it's sort of starting to get it back.